Hey, class. This is going to be lesson 4 and 5 combined. It's really just talking about dilations, which is a form of transformations. We're talking about scale factor and how we enlarge or reduce a factor. We started on page 36 and we're asked to find the dilation of a quadrilateral, the ABC. So this is it, A, B, C, D, with the center of P and a scale factor of 2. So just remember, we start with P to count each point. So like, for example, PA is 1 point to the left and 2 points up. If I were multiplied by a scale factor of 2, I'm going to go 2 points left, 1, 2. And then I'm going to go 4 points up because I got to multiply the 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where my new A will be. I'm going to take my pen. And I'm going to mark it. I'm going to do that from each point starting at the center of dilation. So I'm going to go back to P since it's my center, and I'm going to count where D is. I go 1 to the left, 1, 2 down. Now if I double that, I'm going to go 2 to the left instead. 1, 2. And now I'm going to go 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to mark my point. And now that's my D prime. Notice I'm using my prime. From the center of dilation with P, I'm going to count for B. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, 1, 2 up. So 5 to the left, 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm going to count 5 more. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since we went 2 up, now we're going to go 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that's my B. So essentially, all I'm doing is doubling whatever number of spaces I get from P. Since it's a scale factor of 2, I'm going to multiply everything by 2. I'll do one more. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, 1, 2 down. 5 times 2 is 10, so now I'm going 10 to the left. And since I went 2 down, 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to go 4 down. So let's count. We're going to go 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I got to go 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is my new C prime. If I were to connect each one, I will then create the dilated shape. Mine's a little crooked, but you can get an idea. And as you can see, if we counted, this would be the same thing. I am going 2 spaces and 4 up. Just making sure you're counting from each. Same thing here. This is telling you too. Well, if you count here, you count 1, 2, 3 on the diagonal. Here, you would count 6. And so on. Your dial, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3. This one has 1.5. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is double. This is half of the original shape. So on a grid, it's easier to count spaces for scale factor. Am I going to increase by doubling it, tripling it, or going to decrease, which means I'm going to reduce it by half? Well, what if you're just given measurements? Okay, so if we have measurements, for example, right here, like I said, if we're enlarging or reducing and we're given the scale factor, all we do is multiply. So 2 times 5 would give me 10. And for here, if I multiplied, I would get 2 over 2, which reduces to 1. Let's look at one more example. If I do 2 times 2.7, you could do this as a double multiplication, and you would get 5.4. And if I did 2 times 3, I would get 6. So just remembering that when you're have the scale factor, you multiply. But what if you don't have the scale factor? Well, then you take the new measurement and you divide by the original, and that will give you the scale factor. This is very key that you practice because we'll be working on this all week. So again, we're going to use the new divided by the original. So rectangle A has the lengths of 3 and the widths of 4. If B is a dilation, then with the lengths of 15 and the width of 20, what is the scale? Well, don't forget, you have to do the new divided by the original. Well, the new measurement, depending on if you want to do the length or the width, you just pick one. Let's say we did the length. We do 15 divided by 3, and that would give us 5. If you decided the width, you do 4 divided by 20, and you would get 5. No matter what, if it's a dilation, both measurements will be the same. So basically, our learning goal for today was to apply dilations to different shapes, whether it's rectangles or polygons. Remember to go back to your notebook. If you're using scale factor, you're dividing the new by the original to find the scale factor. If you're actually using the scale factor, you're just multiplying. If you need specific homework help, the next video will be posted for homework help.